Preston Hall. I'm here today with Coach Phil Taylor in Oakland, California. How are you, sir?
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for having us down here. You know, it's been a pleasure actually watching you work with these kids today and see what you do. What is it that actually drives you to run this camp?
Well, it started a long time ago where I was a football player when I was growing up, and used to be at Brookfield with my kids every day. I would go over there, do homework with them, and then try to get them on the football field. Well, while we were on the football field, we were watching the Dynamites practice. They were a little young to play for them then. When I would try to take them to their practices, I would look around and they wouldn't be anywhere. They would be in the gym. They wouldn't be on the field. So I said, well, I might as well go to the gym with them. And then a couple of their friends would come around and we just end up starting working out. And I'm all the way here now from there. You know, a lot of kids gone to college now. Just years and years of doing it. And just wake up every Sunday morning and just want to come here with the kids, man. That's just what it is, really.
So you do this every Sunday year round for the most part?
Yeah, for like the last 9, 10 years.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. They come in, they respect you, they see you, they acknowledge you when they come in, they let you know update on their game this week or how school's going. Does your relationship with these kids actually extend outside the gym walls?
Oh yeah, the most important part of our relationship is outside the gym walls. The most important part for these kids is their education. We do this for education. What we try to do is put the kids in the best possible position to try to get a scholarship through basketball to get an education. This is used strictly for education. So they have to handle their business outside the walls before you even let them in here. Some of them have problems where we know we have to help them, so we don't turn kids away because they have bad grades, but we try to make sure that they understand that this is extra. The grades are first, and if you can't handle that, you don't need to do this.
In and out cross, in and out between the legs, in and out behind the back, in and out cross, in and out between the legs. When you get here on this open cone, I want a Tim Hardaway. So I want between the legs, cross over, right?
Do you have any kind of way to reach out and make sure that they're getting additional assistance or tutoring outside here?
Yes, we have tutoring programs with our older teams, and then when our tutors for the older teams don't have much to do with them, then we funnel them down to the junior high school and the elementary level. We actually have one lady, her name is Rebecca, she works at Stanford. She's really over all the academic stuff for what we do. And she makes sure, especially when they get to high school and they have a chance to get scholarships, that the SAT is right, you know, weighing the grade point average with the SAT prep. Also tutoring for classes, we do that. And like I say, that's the most important thing that we do.
So the focus is to get these kids to transition from the high school into a
College.
Collegiate career.
Yes.
Okay.
And the other focus, the other main focus about that is that we know that a lot of kids here in the inner city, their parents can't afford college. So what we try to do is try to get them there for free and get them through it. And we're not trying to just get kids to college, we're trying to get them to graduate college. Any kid who wants to work hard to come in my gym and to be a part of my life and to our family, this is not just working out. This is not just a team. This is about a family, and so once you become a part of this, you can't get rid of us, and half the time we can't get rid of him either. But we don't want to, because we want to make sure that they further themselves along properly.
So what levels do you work with? What ages do you start working with these kids and getting them in here?
As soon as they can dribble the ball and run up and down the court, they come in here. I invite anybody. Sometimes my other coaching buddies make jokes like, Phil, man, you had the kid in the diapers jumping on the bricks or whatever, you know. But if they're ready to do it and they're willing, I say come to the gym and let's just get better. That's what it's all about, getting better as a player, as a person, and definitely as a student.
Just make sure you land where you jump from. Wherever your feet jump from, put your feet back down.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with academics being at the forefront of that. So it looks like you actually build upon fundamentals coming into each different level.
Yes.
And I imagine you have a requirement that someone must have a certain bit of fundamental grasp before they can move into the next level with you.
Right.
It looks like you really push these kids, but they expect that and they appreciate it and they respond quite well.
Right.
Have you done anything new? Have you come up with anything different? Have you been working with other people's regimens, or how have you gotten to this formula that seems to work so well?
Well, like I said, my head coach Raymond Youngs, he keeps me informed. He keeps sending me DVDs to learn, tweets from other coaches, tweets from past presidents and government officials, and just sayings and things that you want to put on kids' minds, just like you might have heard me today say a lot. Do the right things the right way the first time. You'll never have to do it again. Things like that, we just try to pump that into our kids. And then also the disciplinary fact of understand when it's time to speak, when it's not time to speak. When you're in line, stay still. And that all starts from the beginning when they're young. That's why I like to get them young. And it's not really me who's teaching them that. What they do is they come in here and they see some kids who have already been dealing with me, and they see how they act, and they just fall right in. And that's just how it happens. They see me jumping in them, and then they'll say, oh, well, I don't want him to jump in me, so I better do what he says. And it just happens that way.
It looks like it's working really well for you, I didn't see any kind of favoritism. It looks like you treat all the kids equally.
Everybody gonna get the business here. Everybody gonna get the business here. They're gonna get tough love. They're gonna get soft love. They're gonna get the love that they need, but they need to all understand, and they do understand that it's all love. Even if I'm riding you, it's love. It's because I want you to make it. It's tough out here in the streets of Oakland, So we want to try to get these kids to college as fast as possible and away from all the riffraff that goes on here in the streets.
Yeah, I saw several of your student athletes that stayed for multiple camp sessions today.
Yeah.
Didn't just come for just their own. That shows a dedication. That shows a willingness to want to succeed with what you're doing too, and
right.
to make you happy.
Right, and that's also part of what we tried to originally do with this, which is we originally tried to keep the kids off the streets. And then we went from there to, okay, we got the kids off the streets, but we got to get them further in life. So it went from that to, we're not only going to keep them off the streets, we're going to try to get them in college. And then it went from that to, we're going to try to make sure they graduate college. Bryce Monroe, he's in the 8th grade. He's one of the top 8th graders out here now. He's only in the 8th grade, but he'll probably play for my high school team this year. So he's that good. He's just got to keep working. He's got to keep working. His grades are great family. Just got to keep working. High school-wise, we have a lot of kids. Like this year, I have a couple kids who already signed scholarships. Dante Bassett, he signed with the University of Florida here in November. Also, Sahib Pritchard, he signed at University of Montana. Every year, I have like 3 or 4 kids who sign Division I scholarships every year.
So I see a lot of very motivated and passion-driven athletes, especially your high school level. Is that something that you've had to help instill? Do they come with that? Does that come with growing with you over the years?
Some of them have motors. Some of them, we have a lot of high school students here in this area, to be quite honest. They're kind of scared of these workouts a little because they hear these stories, about how tough it is, So when they walk into the gym, they know it's work waiting on them. That's all I got for you. It's some hard work and some dedication to you.